It's been over half a decade since the attack on Pearl Harbor, but now a film dealing with the aftermath on the civilian population is being filmed right here in the islands. KITV4's Ashley Moser has more.
What happens, after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, and all of a sudden all the Japanese in Hawaii become suspect?
The attack on Pearl Harbor comes to life in a new film based on author Graham Salisbury's book, Under the Blood Red Sun. He wrote the novel 20 years ago, and today, cameras, over 25 crew members, and 80 actors filled Nu'uanu Street to tell the story once again.
There's my art, there's movie art, you put it together and you get a whole different thing. So it's just amazing what these guys do. And the director and the producer see it differently than I do, and in many cases they see it way better than I do. And so it's exciting for me to see one of my scenes really come alive.
The film started production back in November, and it's headed by local producers, cameramen, and actors.
We really wanted to work with people who were from here, and I think that just makes it that much more special that we're banding together, not as highly paid professionals, but as people who are coming together for a cause.
The movie's director says it's important for the younger generation to remember this event.
They don't really get a lot of history specific to this. This is an event that we just can't forget, and this is a time in our history that we have to make sure that people remember.
So if you're driving through Chinatown and see people dressed like they're in the 1940s, don't worry, you didn't time travel. You're still in the right century. You're just in the middle of a huge movie set.
So there is a group that came down to watch their guys being taken away.
Today, the actors worked on a scene where American soldiers drag Japanese Americans to internment camps, a scene that local actors say is hard to imagine.
We both grew up here in Hawaii, and it's very different obviously now than it was at that time, and we have friends obviously who are all different races, and so to see the signs and the different feelings, it's hurtful.
But they say it's a great opportunity for their whole families to learn from.
This was obviously before their time, so they didn't understand all the history and the bad feelings and all the, just what Japanese Americans went through at the time. So it's brought us closer together, and it's opened their eyes a little bit more to what actually happened here.
In Chinatown, Ashley Moser, KITV4 News.